Damion, the Pirates open the second half of conference play on the road at Pacific at Willamette. You know, this time of year, everybody knows each other. Everybody knows exactly what they're going to do. And we ran into a situation Friday night where Pacific played its game and came from behind and beat the Pirates. But then on Saturday, Whitworth was able to bounce back and win at a tough Willamette team that's right in the hunt for the conference tournament. Talk about what you take away from this weekend and what we're still building on.
Yeah, obviously Friday night's result was super disappointing. We had a phenomenal first 16 minutes of the game, built a good lead. We're really playing with great momentum. Pacific closed out the half with momentum on their side. It just kind of goes to show, you got to play every segment. That last 4 minutes really, I think, probably built a lot of their confidence. And the second half, they started off really well, and then it was a battle back and forth. I thought we started to pull away, but then we really just had what is a monumental collapse. We just made a ton of mistakes. Ultimately had way too many turnovers, just way too many to be able to survive a game like that. So it was disappointing. It was frustrating, but the thing about our conference is we play back to back, and you got to turn around. And obviously, I think when we take a loss like that, it probably even gives confidence to the next team who is prepared to take us on. So we had a real battle against Willamette. I thought our guys did an awesome job responding, and ultimately we were able to pull that game out. And so yeah, I think it's good. I mean, there's a lot of resilience. Obviously, you don't want to lose any games, and I'm disappointed about how we lost on Friday, but I'm really proud of the way that the guys responded on Saturday. And you just got to move on to the next thing, and another game is coming really, really quick as well.
You're tightening up your lineup a little bit in the closer games. Talk about how that is changing how you approach going into every given weekend or every given week.
Yeah, well, some of it, has not been by our choice, and some of it is. I just think I've got to balance, we got to balance getting a lot out of our bench, but also, riding the experience that we have. So it's a fine line for a coach to decide, how we're going to play. But even still, with a little bit tighter lineup, sometimes minutes go more to other guys because that's what we need on a particular night. So you still see some of the same, but maybe I'm not going 12 deep like I was a little bit earlier. But some nights I might. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. It's an art as much as it is a science. Probably more an art. So you got to trust your gut and use all the data points you have from your experience and from understanding what your players are or bring to the table, and then also understanding what you think you need to beat that opponent.
This past weekend was a really good one for Caden Bateman. Back-to-back really good scoring nights. He's a guy who brings energy to the team with his athleticism and his dunks and his blocks. Just talk about his level of play this year and what he's meant to this team.
He's done a great job. I mean, he's really taken a step forward. I think last year, you saw kind of a reorientation to just playing in competitive games all the time. Obviously, he was competing at a Division I, but generally as a practice player. So getting in the competitions and then coming into a team where you have high expectations, I think there was a little bit of learning curve for him. And now he's really settled in, and he's just been a huge contributor. Obviously, his athleticism at our level is pretty special, and so being able to put together some of those highlight plays, and he rebounds the ball really well. On Saturday night, he did a great job kind of as a pressure relief against some of the press and bringing the ball up. So, he's really, honestly, really proven his versatility this year. He's scoring at, probably top 3 in the conference field goal percentage, I'm pretty sure. And so scoring around the rim, finding a good balance of, being able to knock down a 3, but also attack a big man on a closeout. And then, we see what he does on the defensive end with his rebounding and some of his rim protection. So yeah, I'm really proud of him. He's done a great job.
This week you're going to host Whitman on Tuesday, Battle of Wits, and then host Linfield on Friday. These were both games that we played really well on the road first half of the season. Do you have the guys look at that, or do you think you don't want them to be too overconfident? We were going to start fresh and not pay attention to how things went the first time.
Well, I think you want to look at the things that you did well and not get off trying to do something differently just because it's later in the season. So you do want to look at what you did well and help the guys understand how it is that we can hopefully recreate that. But you also have to prepare for changes as well as shore up some of the things that we thought were threats before or that they did well. So again, an art, a little balancing act. We're just trying to stay focused on each given game, each given segment. So you really can't get too high, too low. You can't expect similar results just because it happened before. If anything, college basketball proves that anybody can win on any given night, and you can't take anybody lightly. So, we're just trying to respect our opponents and maximize our strengths in each game.